This morning I got to my studio and I wanted to do something in my journal, and I thought I'm just going to turn on the camera and do it with the people. And then at the same time, I'm sharing an exercise that I discovered last week, that I practiced last week, and that I really like. So it's something that I do a lot, but in with the book, I was inspired by an author, like an artist, and then I did it in a different way, and it was really inspiring. So that's what I want to offer you this morning. And actually, I haven't done my journal this morning, so I'm just going to do it on camera. So I'm going to share the book that where I found the inspiration. It's a body map, so it's really like a relaxation relaxation exercise where you just like settle in and then draw the shape of your silhouette, your body, and then draw inside and then it's a watercolor book, so she adds watercolor. So that's what I found interesting. I'll share the book with you. That's the book that I use, Soul Color by Emma Burleigh. So I use, body maps a lot, but because she's an artist working with watercolor, she was doing more stuff with watercolor and then oil pastels, because the water resists. And I found it interesting. And then she starts with breathing, with like drawing lines with your breathing. So I breathe in, I breathe out. So I tried it that way first. Breathe in, I breathe out. And then I changed it because I always sort of adapted to my to creative journaling. So I added a lot of writing, for example. So here she explains to just relax with breathing, get settled. And then you do a body scan. But what I like to, like, she's doing it like at the back first. Like you just imagine, you close your eyes and you imagine that you're traveling along your back, your legs, and you go all the way to your feet. And then back, you come back with your imagination, drawing the whole time with your eyes closed. And then you come back and you stop at your belly because the belly holds a lot of stuff, and then you scribble whatever with your eyes closed, and then you go up to your heart. You can stop in different places according to what comes up for you. And then when you're done, you open your eyes and you add the colors with watercolor. So it creates like a body map, a body landscape. I don't know. It's really interesting. And what I did, I decided to use oil pastels for this effect. That's kind of interesting. And to use my non-dominant hand, so I have less control. And instead of, like, I've done it 3 times last week, so I'll show you my pages. They're not too personal. You can't read them. So that's the very first one I did. And I used the pencil crayon, and I just went like I followed what she was saying more, but I added the writing at the end. So I stopped the belly, the heart, and I had my eyes closed, so it was kind of crooked. That was interesting to look at. And I wrote a reflection piece here. So that was the first one. And then the day after, I'm going to show you because that's when it became a bit different. So I used an oil pastel, and then I looked for drawings, like little figures I could find. And then that became really introspective and really interesting. And I did a lot of writing. And I just love illegible writing. I just like let it out, and then I can't reread myself after, but it doesn't matter. It's kind of it creates a page that's aesthetic too. Like I like looking at it. And this little baby here, angel baby, I really liked it, and this woman. Anyway, so I wrote about that and it became very interesting. And the following day, I really worked with, you see how artistic it can become, and you don't need to be good at art to do that. I pressed a bit more with my pastel, and then I added the colors. And then I saw this bird and this egg, and that became the topic of my exploration. So that's what I'm going to invite you to do. Non-dominant hand, breathing. And what I did, instead of drawing lines, I went in circle. I really like this. Makes it really like it makes a container for the drawing after. You go in circle with your breathing 3, 4, 5, 10 times. You go slowly, and I'll do it with you. And then you place your pastel here. You can use something else if you prefer, obviously. And then you close your eye, you have your eyes closed. you go inside your head first, and you just feel what's there, and you see it's a doodling, scribbling. It doesn't matter what, it doesn't have to represent anything. And then you go down your back. Do you feel anything? Is there any pain? Is there any like squiggly line you want to do? And then you go all the way to your buttocks, your legs. You go down. Like sometimes, like here, I want to add roots when I get there. So if an image comes up, you just draw whatever comes, but you have your eyes closed. And then you go up. That's what I like to like. That's the part I like the best. You go up along your legs. You can do both legs. And then the belly. The belly, like I like, that's what created the egg, right? And what I do, I put my hand on my belly when I'm there, and I just feel what's there this morning. What's there? Is there like something like this, something like a heart, something like a flower? Just let myself imagine what's there. Is there an emotion? Like, oh, some anger, some sadness, whatever. And then I go up to the heart. Take all the time you want. And then do the same thing. What's in my heart this morning? And then I draw. And then my face. Sometimes I even put my hand on my face. What's there this morning? My neck. Is it tensed? Is it relaxed? And I go up, and because my eyes are closed, I can do, I can do like I drew some arms there last time. Didn't really know where I was. And then came back into the head, the face. And then I open my eyes and I see this squiggly drawing, and I add the colors according to my feelings. So I don't remember what was happening that day. And then I saw this bird. So that's the step that I added, like looking for characters, drawings, objects, flowers, whatever, an egg, a face, and here I add this baby, this heart, leaves, whatever comes, and then you take a darker pencil or crayon, and then you highlight it and you sort of pull it out. And then comes the writing. What do you see in that? What does it tell you? And you explore with the writing for as much time as you want. And you can end with a reflection piece just to anchor what it means to you. Like I didn't do it that day, so I don't even remember what it meant to me. But it doesn't matter. It's a process and it's really relaxing, and it changes my day when I start with something like that. And I think it took me maybe 15 minutes, 10 to 20 minutes, more or less. And I really like looking at it. So this aesthetic kind of effect is soothing as well. And it didn't take me much to do to achieve that. I just filled the spaces with colors, and then the writing is really aesthetic too. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do it with you at the same time, and I'm not going to talk. So we're going to be able to speed up the video so it doesn't take too long. And I'll start with, and then I'll come back at the end. Start with, I picked a gray oil pastel so you can see it. Like you could use white, you could use any color actually. And I start by just like closing my eyes, and I use the non-dominant hand, so I control even less the lines. And I breathe in. To me, it's like breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. And I can do it 10 times. And when I'm ready, I place my pastel at the top of the page and I start. I imagine the inside of my head, and then I do down my neck, my back, and whatever comes. So I'll just do it and then I'll come back when I'm done. And I'll add the colors after and the writing and everything. So I'll come back well, you see the process in accelerated. So I'm back. So I went a bit more quickly than usual. So, and I don't quite know what's in there yet. So I'll finish later. But you see what, what I saw a little character here, and then a flower there, and a little lady here from Brittany, I think, making crepes. I don't know. So I'm gonna keep writing, and I just wanted to share that with you and try it, and see where it takes you. Um, I find it really soothing and really grounding. It's like I landed in my body by doing that, and then at the same time, my imagination is really active because I see these little characters and then I can give them a voice. What is this little angel telling me this morning? Or what is this little um, pilgrim? It looks like a pilgrim. Where is he or where is she going? Where is she telling me? So it's really like it's playful at the same time. It's really rich. You really sort of dive into your inner world and then things pop up. You can have surprises. And then the watercolor, it's really fluid, flexible. It creates surprises. You don't control it really well. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to make more videos like that soon. So have a good day.